What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, AirPods are the best. Everyone that I know that has AirPods loves their AirPods. They love how practical they are. They love the sizing, how they can just take it with them wherever. They love that it's wireless so it doesn't mess up their hair, you know, like actual wireless other than like wireless headphones. They love the features that comes with them, like the automatic pause, like when you take it out, it pauses when you know, stuff like that. They love how fast it is to pair with their phones, and they like the fact that the case charges the AirPods for them. So AirPods are spectacular. Everybody likes them. Why didn't I want them? As great as AirPods are, I did not want them for a few reasons. Let me tell you why. Number one is the price. $160 is a lot of money for something that I know has a somewhat limited life expectancy. Look, batteries degrade over time, and the batteries inside those little AirPods are gonna degrade even faster because of how small they are and how often you're gonna be recharging them. If you have AirPods, I would be really interested to know how long you've had them for and if they're still running strong. So I just figured, like, you know, 160 bucks, you can get like pretty decent headphones with that. And 160 bucks is a lot of money to pay for something that I wasn't really in love with the sound quality. The other reason why I didn't really want AirPods is because I already have two other pairs of headphones. I've got a couple of Bose headphones. They're right here actually. I got the QC35s and I got the little guys, the Bose OE over the ear headphones. So I figured, like, you know, that's for big stuff. This is for portable, right? So I didn't know if I was gonna fully love the form factor as much as everyone else did. And that's where these bad boys come in. Coming in at around 20 or 30 bucks, depending on what kind of deals and where you find them. These were the perfect price point where I could just pick them up and test out that form factor and see if I really have any use for it. Because like I said, I got these little ones, quote unquote, for portability. And I just didn't know when I would use these. So hey, I just figured, let's see if I'm really gonna like them. Spoiler alert, I actually kind of love them. I think the reason why I love these so much is a lot of the reasons that people love their AirPods. The charging on these works pretty great. It might take a minute or two to kind of get used to how they go, but once you got it down, they snap in right away. Reason number two, they're super simple to use. They're literally like this. Once you have them paired, you open it, you pull it out. Oh no! Pull them out, and as soon as you pull them out, they pair to your phone. So if you're listening to something on the phone, as soon as you whip this out, it's gonna be playing in your earbud. Reason number three, the battery life on these are great. Now they're rated for about 35 hours. I have no idea what that means about, with the case, I'm assuming, but I really haven't had to charge them. I haven't ran out of juice. I just charge them whenever I feel like it. Like I kind of know, I've been using them for a while, let me just charge them. I haven't had an issue with that at all. So that's really good. Reason number four, just like the AirPods, these earbuds are super versatile. Like I said before, I have a nicer pair of Bose headphones, but the reality is, even though they're small, they're not this small, they don't fit in my pocket. I find myself using these in cases where I would never typically use any sort of headphones. I even wear them inside the house. For example, if you share a space with someone and you're watching a YouTube video and you don't want to pollute the air with whatever you're watching on YouTube, you can just slap a pair of these in your ear, maybe just one of them. That's how I use them, so you can still hear what's going on around you and watch it that way. They're just super convenient. I use them all the time. This is another reason, bonus reason. This should have been reason number one. I love these for their price. Given how practical they are, and given that you're gonna wanna use them everywhere because they're just literally pop them out, put them in your ear and listen, go ahead. You're gonna take them everywhere, so you're probably gonna beat them up, right? So not only do we all love saving money, but at the same time, if something breaks or you lose one, it's not really as big of a deal because you only paid 20, 30 bucks compared to like if you paid 160 for like the cheapest AirPods. Beat them up, use them, take them on a hike, take them in whatever sketchy situations. Shoot, this thing is cheaper than buying Apple Care, I'm sure, for your EarPods. Don't quote me on that, but it's gotta be more than like 20, 30 bucks, right? Price is a definite win. And this last reason is pretty simple. They're black. Right now, as it stands, there is no black variant of AirPods. It would have been cool if they made like black AirPod Pros or any sort of black AirPods. So it seems simple, but hey, I like how these look in black, and right now you cannot get black AirPods. The sound quality on these things, I gotta put it in the Pro. I heard these things were garbage. I heard they were trash, but to be honest, when I used them, I never thought about how bad they were because they actually aren't bad. I actually thought they were pretty great. So last night, before I wanted to get my thoughts out there, I wanted to compare them to these. These, I think, retail for like $160, at least at the time they did. So I wanted to hear the difference between these and these. So I kept switching back and forth, and to be honest, there were aspects about these that I liked more, But there are also aspects about these that I like more, and that's just blew my mind because these are like 30 to 20 bucks. These are not. And I think for most people, these would probably sound better. Now, in order to get that sound, you do have to get a good fit, a good seal in your ear, which brings me to my next pro. Hey, what's up? So it's me from the future, and I just wanted to give a little context when it comes to sound quality. I got my hands on a pair of Apple AirPods, I'm getting all mixed up, AirPods, and I gotta say this, I was super surprised. I found the Aukeys to sound better. I was assuming that the AirPods would sound better, but that wasn't the case. The Aukeys sounded bigger, it had like a bigger sound, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're rubber tipped, so it's sealed. You're hearing everything those things have to offer, whereas the AirPods are plastic, they're hard tipped, so you can hear a lot more environmental sounds. I will say that the AirPods sounded a little cleaner, the highs sounded a little better, but for most of the music I listen to and for what I like, the Aukeys sound better. Quite impressive stuff. These come with 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. That seal also blocks out outdoor noise really great too. So although these don't have active noise canceling, they're gonna cancel out some outside noise pretty well. This lid right here, when you close it, you can see the light inside. So you can see if it's green or red, whether it's charged or fully charged. So once you're done listening, you put it inside, you close the little door, you can still see through it. I don't know, I appreciate little things like that. I think they nailed that. However, not everything is perfect, okay? Here are the cons, which aren't even that bad to be honest. Con number 1, the case is charged with USB 2.0, which is kind of old school at this point. I think most people have USB-C. I have a lot of USB 2.0 cables, so it's not a biggie to me, but I think with everybody going USB-C these days, it would have been nice. Reason number 2, remember I talked about that see-through lid? Well, this see-through lid is also kind of flimsy, kind of cheapy, I guess you could say. I don't know how long it's gonna last. This thing feels a little loose. There's like a little magnet, which, you know, locks it in pretty nice, but it's light, so I don't know how long that will last. I'm sure like if you bump it while it's open, it will easily break. I gotta put that in the con. Con number 3, the gestures don't really work that well. Double tap to play, double tap to pause, either ear, and that works pretty well. You press and hold the right one to skip to the next track, and you're supposed to be able to hold the left one to skip to the previous track. That doesn't really work. You can restart the song by pressing and holding, but you can't get to the previous track. The only way I found that you can actually get to the previous track is if you're already skipping to like the next song, and then, oh, I like that song, you wanna go back to it? That will work. But if you're already listening to a song and you wanna go back, that's not gonna work. To be honest, I didn't even expect touch controls at this price point. So the fact that some of it works is great. What isn't great is they can be a little touchy. So if you're like laying down or something, your like earlobe, if you have large earlobe like me, is touching it, or your hand is touching it, it's gonna skip tracks and do stuff like that. But I think that's to be expected. Con number 4, with adjuster controls, you can't really fast forward songs, like within the song. That's a slight bummer. Number 5 is there's no volume control, so you're not gonna be able to raise or lower the volume with these Aukey earbuds, so you're gonna have to do it through the phone. And last con, this might not even be Aukey's fault, but the voice command to me is totally useless because you have to triple tap to activate it, and once it's activated, that notification sound, the ding ding ding, it's so loud compared to whatever music you're listening to, it hurts my ears. So I just rather not use it. And if you're wondering about voice calls, it seems to work just fine. On my end, it sounds great. Callers on the other end have said that it sounds pretty loud, but kind of tinny. I'm okay with that, especially at this price point. I think it's totally fine. So in conclusion, if you're like me and you wanna try out this form factor, but you don't wanna spend 160 bucks, or maybe you're somebody who's very forgetful and don't wanna risk breaking something that nice, these are the perfect way to go. This is just something super casual. The price is casual, you're gonna be using them all the time. The experience is casual, just having them in your ear, casually listening to things. They're perfect for that. They're cheap, they're super practical, you can take them with you everywhere, you can beat them up, you can lose them and not cry about it. I mean, you can cry a little bit, but not too much. You shouldn't cry $160 worth, you should only cry $30 to $20 worth, is what I'm saying. Now, what I will not say is that these are an AirPod replacement, because they are not. AirPods are tailor-made for your Apple products, and they deliver an entirely different experience. They've got to sound better, they've got to last longer, I'd have to assume. They're made out of stronger plastics, they work more seamlessly with all your Apple products you can get from your Mac to your iPhone, and it'll automatically switch. You can't do that in these. And while I'm at it, I know I've kind of made the argument that, you know, because these are only $30 to $20, you can take them everywhere and beat them up and not worry about it. But if you're someone who takes generally pretty good care of your electronics and your stuff, I would say these are so practical that if you can buy them, you might just want to get yourself a pair of AirPods Pro, because you're going to be using them all the time. And why not have the best audio with you? I mean, you're going to be using it all the time. Why not just have the best version of this that you can have? They're two completely different things, but I can totally see someone having that point of view, and that's totally valid and true. I think it's going to be very difficult to find something that provides you with better value at that price range. So I would say if you're looking to try this form factor and don't want to spend upwards of $150, but you still want to benefit from this practical form factor, I would say try these out. And if you want to help support the channel, click the link in the description down below to buy these Aukey headphones, earpods, I don't know what you call them. I'm having the comment section, I'm gonna have it in the description. You can click on that link. I'll probably link some earpods or whatever. You can buy whatever you want. If you want to help support the channel, click on the link. It would mean a lot to me. You can just click on it, buy whatever you want. It helps me out a lot. Anyway, if you like the channel, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.